We do one of us with that. We can get a picture of it.
The elf door's going in.
We can get a picture of it. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
You're on.
Hi.
Let's just come say hi.
Putting up Wilson's hair. Let's go, fella. I'm looking so bad. I'm gonna put up her curlers. Yeah, yeah. Governor Tom, I don't know what happened, don't like it. Oh, you're right.
Should have had a message made this morning.
Right, let me know what it's okay. What time do you start to get if I leave it? We stop at, yeah, but we stop at, remember at 1 o'clock or 12:30 in Market Square.
It's on.
Is that recording sound also?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You might little microphone went out in front of the camera to record sound. The last time I saw you use that was down at the, years ago at the Festival of Lights down there at the Weaving there, over the park. Yeah, that's true.
And they had a little grill in the back.
We showed people all around.
But it was, you know, it was crab and I think we're not gonna get it on here at all. We went down a short distance to be on the bus. And then rode the bus where the visitors came.
How often is this?
That's what we got time.
You're getting beautiful. You're gorgeous.
Don't you look great?
Smile, girl. Look at the camera.
Hi. Just getting her hair done up for tonight. We'll let you know how it looks after it's done. Okay. You know, Dirk is sitting there.
I'm doing fine.
John?
And, Dick.
I'm the best camera person.
Okay. You want to sit there?
Me? Oh, no, that's too
Okay,
long for
well,
Pawpa.
we'll sit you there.
Okay.
We'll have that.
You like-
I know, I thought it was great. You want your back on?
No. No.
Okay. All right. Dad, you want to sit here? Right here? And that looks good.
You do have to keep somebody, I heard.
I do.
Yeah.
I lock it.
A fun evening. This is your life. You're choosing as a very special couple tonight. A man and woman who have been happily married for 50 years. Mom and Dad, and a Pawpa. This is your life. Gotta clap for that. It all began on December 19th, 1942. Mary Lynn Aiken was preparing for her wedding to Richard Whitney Secret. It was wartime, so many young men were overseas. Mary Lynn wanted to get married before her fiancé was called abroad, so a pre-Christmas wedding was planned. All but one of the ushers, Harold Hershey, were in the military. And Dad, can you tell us the ushers?
Well, it was Bill Keck from Evansville, Indiana, and Kurt Clatting, who now lives in Chicago, and John Jackson, who lives in Houston, Texas, and Bob Roth, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's it, Harold Hershey.
My brother couldn't make it. And
Because it was, military duty plus snowstorm, we had a rather heavy snowstorm.
And who were the bridesmaids?
Well, one was a cousin of mine because my sister, my closest sister, was out in, I think, Arizona at the time
Pueblo,
with her
Colorado.
husband. Okay.
Pueblo,
And
Colorado.
so my 18-year-old sister was the maid of honor, and my best friend Janet Manson, she was 16. All right, 16. You wanna tell us, or you want me to? My cousin, my mother's sister's daughter, Louise Feather, was another bridesmaid. A neighbor, Alice Amelia Dorsey, and Alice Amelia Dorsey had the, dinner before, rehearsal dinner for us up at her house, which was a very lovely affair. Jean Stewart, very attractive gal, old friend of the family. That was it.
You got nothing?
I said Janet, my closest friend, Janet Madison.
Well, the little folders beside you were just what I'm reading. So you can
Just for
look
a
at 'em
narrative of
later.
the,
You can look at them later, something to hand. Well, one humorous event was when Jack Stewart, I believe that was his name, delivered the quote
yes.
Bibles to the back door at Mary Lynn's house. With her mother Sarah being so religious, the quote Bibles were actually 2 cases of champagne. The heavy and numerous cases of biblical booze were welcomed by Sarah, wearing as usual one of her many hats. Come in.
Here's your order of Bibles, Mrs. Aiken. I really hope you enjoy them.
Why, thank you, Jack. Oh, my. They are very heavy, aren't they?
Happy reading.
You forgot 2 of the Bibles broke.
The Bible's
Yeah.
broken.
They'll repay you for them.
Now you have to tell us, Dad, about the actual day of your wedding, Mom and Dad. What was
It's a bad snowstorm, this is winter. The travel came up from Fort Lee by train.
Here.
And, of course, on the night before, after the rehearsal dinner, we all went to the Hotel George Washington where we're all staying and imbibed in our Bibles or our champagne. And on the day of the wedding, my mother was scurrying around trying to straighten out the bridesmaids, and
My sister, my little sister,
our
who
little
was
sister, and
a little overweight, had
yeah.
gotten a too tight bridesmaid dress.
the ushers were raising the devil, of course, and then we went to the church at 3:30? 2:30. We got there, and only Harold Hershey. We're waiting in the back with Dr. Henry Carter Rogers, waiting for the bride to come down the aisle, and Granddad Aiken, who may have been able to command divisions in the field, had 2 left feet coming down the aisle, and I thought he was going to stumble, and Lynn said, well, wait a minute, Dad, just slow it down here. And of course, Harold Hershey said, hey, Seabreeze, see that blonde in the 3rd pew? Still got a chance before it's too late.
She didn't say that. All my father's friends along the way kept saying, you're doing fine, Betty, keep up. And hey, kept saying, it's all right, Mary Lynn. Just keep calm, don't. And he was shuffling her.
2 left feet.
I thought, oh, what a big help he was. Go ahead,
Well, what were
Jack.
your first 2 years of married life like?
Well,
It was pretty rough time.
we left that night. We had a reception at the Aikens, and then we spent the night at the William Penn Hotel, and then it was bitterly cold. We took a train to New York City, and in Philadelphia, the 30th Street station, while the engine ran out of steam or something, and they had to get another engine. We were sitting on the platform of the 30th Street station in Philadelphia, freezing. It was bitterly cold, and give me your name.
Your bride.
Kate
you mean.
Smith. Kate
No,
Smith.
wait a minute. You didn't say your bride got dizzy.
Oh yes, my bride got dizzy. Well, you tell the story.
I got dizzy standing out in the cold and all the excitement, and everything. And so when we got on the train, I said, Dick, I think I'm going to pass out. And there was no heat on the train.
Oh, no.
No. And all of a sudden, a woman came over with a mink coat and put her mink coat around me and said, is there anyone in the audience that has some liquor? And they said, yeah, somebody has some. She says, I want you to drink this. And I said, straight liquor? And she said, yes, you now sip it, but I want you to keep sipping this for a while so you get your circulation going. And when she said, I tried to give her a coat back to her, and a half an hour later, and she sat up in front of us, and I kept thinking, gee, she looks familiar. And when we went up and we said, we've got to give your coat back, and the manager said, you know who she is. That was Kate Smith.
Yeah, at that point, Keith Smith was a
Very,
Very
prominent singer.
very famous singer,
Very heavy
Yeah.
person.
but wonderful voice.
Time before, it was a depressing time. John Aiken.
Now, what do you mean by that? It was a depressing time that I was born? Who moved this to your opinion? Wait a minute. Just real like it's written there.
John Aiken's brother of Maryland was missing in action. Baird Mitchell, husband of Sister Sally, was shot down in his plane over France. Lynn's husband Dick was overseas, not being able to enjoy the birth of his son, Richard Aiken.
It's exciting.
Didn't look like that, babe.
I wish I knew how my brother is doing. So many worries.
After more than a year, Dick finally got a chance to see his namesake. Okay, tell us about that experience when Dad, you first saw him.
Well, I at Camp Stillman, which is the report of receiving after leaving the Philippines, and the first thing I did was schedule a telephone and call Washington, PA, and I heard his little voice say, "Hi, Dad." That was a pretty experience.
How old was he then?
About a year and a half, I guess.
Year and a month.
Year and a month.
January after he was born.
Yeah, January of 1980.
Yeah, but tell about when you got home. Shortly after that, 2 weeks after that.
Well, he had curly
And
blonde
he had
hair.
curly blonde hair.
I thought that was kind of
Down
because I didn't
here.
have any hair at all.
And he had pink bathrobe and pink pajamas. Well, that was when blue was for boys, and I thought, that pink's more becoming to him. That's why he was in pink.
So I took him to the
He had a
barber shop.
fit.
I took him to the barber shop and got him
Got his haircut.
got him a male
All those
haircut.
curls cut off.
I'm taking out my old album, and we'll pass around this picture.
There we go. You can just,
Oh my gosh, he had that.
Oh my
The
goodness.
next few years were also rough times. The lowest point was when Dick was in and out
Tell you
of
what.
jobs. Lynn developed polio after Dick had repossessed, and Dickie was staying with Aunt Vivian. Since Dick had no job life while she was in the hospital.
That's right.
And Lynn left the hospital early so that she could be with her family, knowing that she needed to continue physical therapy exercises at home in order to walk again. Yes, love does conquer many hurdles. Life settled down a bit when Dick got a job with Mellon Bank in Washington. The family had few monetary means, lived happily on 2nd Street. 2nd Street. And enter Lynn and Dick.
oh, whoa. This boat ride has been long. Wonder how many blizzards we've all caught.
Getting seasick has been no fun. Whose idea was this anyway? Well, I wonder how we're gonna get all this fish back to Washington.
Yes, but it's been fun all living together one block from the beach.
Hi, I'm getting tired of Clue. How many games do you think we played these past few rainy weeks in Ocean City?
I don't know, but too many.
When Granddad handed me his
Remember Aunt Sam?
Oh, sure do.
How'd you get those pictures? I sent them to you.
We got an album.
Oh, we got an album.
Having lots of company, family and friends at Christmas time, and enjoying Halloween parties.
I got the same. I have the same picture somewhere.
Yeah.
Really saved my problem right there, but that's all right.
Oh, there's Granddad.
Remember that picture?
Oh, wait a minute. You want to cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes, he
did.
did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
We enjoyed going on car rides for ice cream cones with Granddad.
Oh, yes.
Remember the ice cream cones with Granddad?
Yeah, remember I
Enter Granddad.
The store, I'll get you a push pop.
Would you like some candy, Dad?
Oh boy, would I ever. My Mary, that was good. What flavor candy was that?
Oh, Dad. living in Butler more than 4 years in Netherwood. Good times were especially had at Christmas decorating contests, Christmas caroling, and afterwards enjoying Mrs. Thompson's yummy Christmas cookies.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat.
If you haven't got a penny in the
goose is getting
old
fat. If you haven't got a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, then a heart will do. If you haven't got a penny, then God send you.
If you haven't got a penny,
Coming,
then
the
a
goose is getting fat. If you haven't got a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, then a heart will do. If you haven't got a penny, then God send you.
If you haven't got a penny, then a hop and will do. If you haven't got a hop and then God will do.
If you haven't got a
Hop and then God will do.
So remember, don't let your friends drink and drive. Oh, we have another one, wait.
Okay, come on back.
But don't let him drink and sing.
Snowflakes falling all over town, speed to in the air.
What fun it is to ride, single sleigh and jingle bells. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Never put on a production. We now return to our regularly scheduled program. And Ginger. Oh,
And Ginger?
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ginger, okay.
Oh, Ginger.
Okay.
What is it?
Just thinking, there's only 276 days left until Christmas. Aren't you getting excited? Diana, you're going to join a Christmas club at the bank this year.
Do I have to join another club? I belong to too many clubs as it is. Oh, Ginger, did you go over to the field after Easter egg hunt and munch down all those tar candy Easter eggs after the brush fire?
Back Christmas club. Yes, I do remember that. I went over to Davy and Hilliard and bought Mom and Dad some
Oh, no. Yes, I remember that. I remember that well.
In about 12 minutes.
Yeah, all my Christmas shopping, one place. Yeah. Oh, God, you remember that.
Maybe you kept saying to Diane, how come you're taking so long to get your Christmas shopping? Did mine in 10 minutes.
Dickie's mom was always supportive of his summer project.
Oh, God, I remember this one coming
Oh, yes.
Gee, Mom, can you help me assemble this go-kart? There's a big race over the hill next week. Let's go over to the junkyard and let's get some parts.
Well, I was going to do the housework, but let's go.
Yeah.
That's much more fun. Whether it was an historical sightseeing trip or a trip to the beach. Valley Forge, a family going on a trip together, riding in a car. I would like to get to the Thousand Islands. I think we should have turned back there. Honey, why don't we take the map?
No, this feels right. The sun is, it's over there. I can find our way. Gee, isn't it time to eat yet? Oh, this sure is fun shooting peas out the window. Oh, I get it.
How did you remember you doing that?
car again. Scott, you know, I really didn't know this car doesn't have power brakes. You know, I've been away at Valley Forge all fall.
Well, we're gonna have to tell the judge.
Yeah.
I surely am glad you got ticked through WJ. After you flunked out of Rutgers, Governor Armstrong really helped him to mature. I'm so proud of him graduating top honors from WJ.
Now, I hope Diana can get her feet on the ground. I don't know about some of these strange guys she's been dating.
You're right.
What's that Iranian guy's name?
Oh,
Hope she can transfer colleges without too much trouble. Oh dear, these seniors. And we had a few pictures of some of her strange steaks here.
Did you have some of those?
Hey, Kip,
Oh, that.
No, that was Dick McNew.
oh, Dick McNew, yeah. Who was that guy with it?
Gavin
I remember he had an Austin Healey. Yeah, nice
right,
car.
Right.
He was an engineering student, wasn't he?
DJ DeLong.
That's right,
Oh,
DJ.
good in Buford.
Wasn't there some young man from Houston or something had a Model A Ford?
Yeah,
wait
I
a minute.
forget his name. Ed Jordan. There we go. How's that? Represent.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Heather and Diana on the bus ride home from biology class.
Oh, yeah.
Carrying her little tray.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone wish to see my fetal pig that I just can't wait to dissect?
We're at graduation
We're on,
from college,
yeah.
I think.
Okay. Many weddings were held during the 60s. Lynn diligently planned Donna Sue's wedding. Donna Sue's wedding. Yes. This certainly prepared her for her own son's wedding on December 28, 1968.
Donna Sue was before me?
College. Yeah.
And you brought pictures of that, right? So we can show
Well,
you.
My
Dick,
wedding?
Your wedding, are they in?
Well,
some
they're
down
Dick
here?
Scotty is 22.
I don't have the wedding album. I couldn't fit it in.
Okay, so they're just in there. Okay, we'll look at those later.
That's the cutest thing
All
ever
right,
right there.
well, here comes, Dad and Diana now at the wedding of Dick and Lisa.
Oh, Dick and Lisa.
This is Dad. This is Diana. That's after the wedding.
Thank you, Diana, so much for helping me entertain the Hager family.
Oh, sure.
Even though I don't understand Alfred, he at least knows what schnapps are. Oh my. I do hope your mother feels better soon. Maybe she's got the Hong Kong flu.
Right, I did.
You
Looked
were.
like I was bombed, as a matter of fact, in their
yeah.
wedding pictures.
Kurt, you were.
Then 2 years later, Lynn and Dick's daughter got married. And there's two short little pictures from our wedding. Enter, again, Diana and her dad.
Thank you, Dad, for giving such a beautiful wedding. The reception at the Horn of Plenty was so wonderful.
Oh, there's nothing.
In Pittsburgh, live near each other in Pittsburgh, and enjoy Christmas together and dining out, using the dinner for two. And here are a couple pictures of our Christmas together, the three couples. On one occasion, on their dinner for two ticket, dinner
That dog.
inquired about the
Dog.
prime rib and whether they could have it be rare.
Oh, yeah.
At the Beverly Hills Hotel, the waitress responded, "Well, honey, the meat's all the same."
Beverly Hills.
Enter the couples at the Beverly Hills.
That's a riot.
Pops, did you or Lynn recommend that we come to the Beverly Hills Playhouse for dinner? They serve the prime rib with gravy, not to mention that the ice cream is as hard as a rock. At intermission, let's get out of here.
Good idea.
Wonder if Rob wouldn't like
At the Campbell home in Lewisburg, West Virginia.
Look at the four of you in this picture. I think it's a
riot. When Dick and Lisa moved from Carnegie to Cleveland and then to Toledo, the two couples drove there on weekends to visit them. And here's a picture of our get-together. I think
That is even
Toledo.
worse than that.
That was Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Okay, one
Cleveland.
of our get-togethers. Weekends we drove there.
This is our house, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is a riot. Oh, you people, you know, I'm laughing at you too. That
The
was
middle
just,
part of the 70s was the beginning of many wonderful years of grandparenting. It all started with the puppy sitting of old English sheepdog Stevie.
yeah.
Enter a neighbor girl.
That's when Stevie was a little puppy.
Yes.
Yeah, back
A
in
neighbor girl at, yes, at Nana's house. Come on, Stevie.
Mrs. Biggers, can I come and pet your nice little puppy?
Sure.
Isn't he cute? Oh, it's adorable. Look, and you can't even see her eyes. Her hair's so long.
Every afternoon I take a cigarette.
Mrs. Biggers.
Editorial comment for this.
It was a very depressing time.
You gotta get back. That was good.
Diana used to stroll baby Kristen 1 mile each way from Tartline Drive to be with Nana. Nana would do finger plays, knock down cardboard boxes, sing nursery rhymes, etc. as she expressed her affection for little Christy.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures of, let's see. Dick and Lisa moved to Houston 3 years later. Diana and Rob moved into the house that they built on Tartan Court. The night before the snowstorm was predicted, Diana and Rob nestled into the grandparents' home. The next day, Valentine's Day, 1978, a pudgy little grandson was born, Kirk Richard, named for his grandfather and his uncle.
I like her.
It was shortly after this that Lynn and Vic, Lisa and Rich took their first extended trip together. You have some pictures just to highlight when you, or you can tell us. Just
yeah,
tell us
well.
some of the highlights of your trip to Germany and Switzerland.
Well, it was a real hectic
Oh, that is
2 week
cute.
plus trip.
That was
Spent
good.
lots of day trips, went to different places every day. But we had a grand time, just a grand time. The problem was that, at least from our standpoint, we had plans we thought in place so that when we returned to the U.S., we were going to move the very next day from Toledo to Houston. Well, upon returning, we found out that I forgot to make arrangements for the move. We had discussed the move, but I had never given them the go-ahead.
Detail.
So,
Want a key?
the car blew up on the way back from Pittsburgh to Toledo, so I took the car to the shop Monday morning while Lisa got the house packed to leave for Houston. And about 2 hours later, I found out that we weren't packing, that the movers weren't coming. So, anyway, getting back to the trip we went to Germany, Switzerland, and Austria.
And Liechtenstein.
And Liechtenstein,
Oh,
excuse me, how could I
yeah.
forget Liechtenstein? Well, it was very
We
easy,
didn't
actually.
really like that.
It was very easy
That's
to
right.
forget, really.
Yes, that was
But
the
we
only place.
saw a lot of those 3 countries.
We were also in Italy.
Yeah, we
That's
went
true,
to-
we were in Italy, yes,
visit
that's right, excuse me.
Venice.
Lugano and, yes. True, Venice, mm-hmm.
And we enjoyed it because Lisa could speak the language, but when Lisa left us, we
Yeah.
couldn't understand a word they were saying.
Well, Australia should be better.
Yeah, we-
Yes.
That's
Oh,
true.
I don't know, in London, we got lost and we got one of the Cockney women and I didn't understand a word
It's
they were saying.
7:15.
Okay, we're almost done.
Oh, okay.
Even with 2 preschoolers, the old traditions continued. How we enjoyed seeing the Christmas lights in the windows downtown Pittsburgh, and the luscious lunches at the 514 Club were always so lovely.